Day 0. Yes, Minecraft worlds start on day 0, and this one will too. And you know how first day goes, wood, food, etc. So here are my goals for this challenge. Number 1, acquire an elytra. Number 2, acquire a beacon. And number 3, acquire slaves. Day 0 is going pretty good, seeing as I have found a village, but these people will actually be spared. Day 1, I've set up a little base and I'm venturing into a cave. Day 2 started off by being attacked by a baby zombie on fire, but later I would discover a village, which I quickly looted, and of course, I put the natives on house arrest. Day 3, I wake up from the village, but I quickly go back to my base to go into the caves for more resources. Day 4, I wake up to a zombie again on fire, so I think it is finally time to build a humble abode. So I begin gathering the resources. Day 5 was spent terraforming my base, making pens, and breeding with the sheep. Day 6 is exactly the same, but this time, the cows are getting bred. Lucky day number 7 is lucky because while randomly collecting deep slate for my house, I stumbled upon diamonds. I definitely did not use x-ray hacks. Day 8, I put some chickens in a hole and covered them up for some reason. Don't ask me why. And since that took all day, I was only able to start the base of my house at night. Day 9, I threw my stuff on the floor and then built a floor at night in the rain. Don't worry, this was extremely safe. Day 10, it might surprise you that I survived, but I did, and now I'm thriving, planting pumpkins and adding a frame and walls to my house. Day 11, I woke up to a pillager raid, which I quickly dealt with. Then I put some safety walls around my house, and at night I actually got a music disc. Day 12, I finally started my roof. Day 13, I finally finished my roof. Day 14, I installed a nifty little water elevator inside of my house. Then I went to the village to get my first deals done, and when I returned I found a wandering lead farm. But he actually did have some useful stuff, spruce saplings. Day 15, unfortunately his usefulness ran out, so he is no longer with us. By the way, I also tamed a parrot. Day 16, I started trading some sticks for emeralds. Day 17, I took the hay bales from the village and sold it back to them for money. Day 18, I'm at the village again and trying to upgrade the armorer in order to get some enchanted diamond armor. Day 19, I'm literally just chopping trees to get sticks to trade. Day 20, I started building a perimeter with fences. Day 21, I finished my perimeter and began putting torches all over to stop mobs from spawning. Day 22, I start a fence perimeter on the village. Day 23, I start trading in order to get enchanted diamond tools, and I also finished a perimeter. Day 24, I'm trying to terraform the village to make it nicer. Day 25, I'm now transforming my base. Day 26, I finally get diamond leggings. Day 27, I slaughter sheep around the village. Day 28, I literally just mined obsidian. Day 29, I'm exploring around the village. Day 30, my pumpkin farm is being hardcore expanded. Day 31, I am now working on a wheat farm. Day 32 is more of me trading for armor. Day 33 is me trading with a weaponsmith. What for? Well, to get weapons. Day 34 is me clearing out more space for more farms. Day 35 is exactly the same as the day before. Day 36, I finally get a diamond chestplate and a diamond helmet. Finally completing a full diamond armor set. Day 37, with full diamond gear, I'm now brave enough to go back into the caves. Day 38, I'm still in the cave and I get lapis, redstone, and 2 veins of diamonds. Also, all the obsidian I could ever need. Day 39, I surface and look at all of my loot, which allows me to set up an enchanting station, which unfortunately gives me silk touch instead of fortune. Day 40, I harvest my crops and go trade with my subjects. Day 41, I start construction on my villager breeder. Day 42, I start trading iron with a toolsmith. Day 43, mangrove trees are falling. Day 44, jungle trees are falling. Also, I found a shipwreck. Day 45, I finish looting the shipwreck, but I also loot another village that was nearby. Though I continue on exploring and find a ruined nether portal and a dark oak forest where I acquire saplings. Day 46 doesn't exist. It is a made-up day made to trick students. If you understand that reference, please subscribe. Day 47, I find another wheat farm and increase my wheat farm. Day 48, there was an unfortunate cow purge, but I also mined another quartz that somehow got in my inventory. Day 49, I work on the villager breeder house. Day 50, I'm tearing down the village to get resources for the breeder house. Day 51, I put down plans for my villager trading hall. Day 52, I start building the trading hall. Day 53, I put the pistons in, but I need more cobble and iron, so I go to the mines. Day 54, I enchant my gear. Day 55, I put the pistons in. Day 56, I realize I did it all wrong, so now I have to redo it. Day 57, the walls and roof are being built around the hall. Day 58, I work on the roof. Day 59, I finish the building. Day 60, I start transporting the villagers to their new home and successfully get a zombie in there. Day 61, I am now in the Nether and bridging in a very dangerous place. Day 62, still in the Nether, looking for a fortress, and finally I found one and started killing the inhabitants. Day 63, I'm back in Overworld and making a potion station. Day 64, we are now a stack of blocks in. If you have made it this far, consider liking. Anyway, I'm moving even more people into the hall. Day 65, now I'm adding children to the hall. Day 66, execute Order 66. These villagers, after being attacked, are now zombified, allowing me to use weakness potions and an apple on them, curing them in order to make better trades. Day 67, I see my cures have worked, and now I have discounted prices. Day 68, I continue trading. Day 69, I'm going on an expedition to find the end portal. Day 70, still on the hunt for the portal. Day 71, unfortunately, my Eye of Enders broke, so I gotta go back home. Day 72, to get more Ender Pearls, I started trading again. Day 73, with a few more pearls, I once again went out exploring. Day 74, I finally found the Stronghold and got some diamonds. Day 75, Strongholds are awful and I cannot find the freaking portal room. Day 76, you won't believe it, but it was behind the amethyst. Day 77, I'm now back home harvesting my crops. Day 78, I'm adding more men to the trading hall. Day 79, I'm trying to get better enchanted books. Day 80, my diamond armor is now looking double decent. Day 81, I'm still in a trading simulator. Day 82, I'm maxing out my gear and creating a secret chest that will be revealed at the end of the video. Day 83, guess what I'm doing? That is right, I'm still trading. Day 84, I'm trading once again in order to get looting 3 so that I can get weather skulls much easier. Day 85, I'm trying to get a max bow for the Ender Dragon fight. Day 86, started off with me breeding my chicken hole, then finally going back to the Nether Fortress to get these heads. Day 87, I didn't get a single wither skeleton head. Day 88, I don't see wither skeletons and I'm certainly not getting any skulls, so I try to make more space for them to spawn. Day 89 was finally a lucky day. I got 2 wither skeleton skulls. Day 90 unfortunately yielded no skulls either, but on day 91 I finally got my 3rd skull. Day 92 is me making the final preparations for the final 2 boss fights. Day 93, I'm doing the last major enchants and organizing my inventory for the fights. Day 94, I journey to the end portal. This is it. This is where I achieve victory. Day 95, nope, not at all, I forgot the one thing I needed, the freaking Eyes of Ender. You done messed up, Aaron! Day 96, after that complete goof up, I make it back and put the last 2 remaining eyes in. I jump in and quickly make the platform safe. I equip my potions of slow falling and start going at it with the dragon. I water up the pillars and take them out. Now you already know that that dragon was vanquished. Day 97, but you know the challenge isn't over yet. So I go to the other portal in search of an end city. I find a small one, float up and kill them all, and after, I fortunately find what I am looking for, an end ship. Day 98. I go to the larger end city, and I actually get fairly close to dying. But did I die? Sadly, yes. But I lived. Day 99. I throw the riskiest pearl of my life and nail it. Then I claim my prize of the elytra, which I promptly fly out of there with. Then I choose the wither. Yes, I know it is that, but I was here anyway, so whatever. I collect my participation trophy nether star and get out of there. Day 100. I've completed all 3 of my goals. I've gotten slaves, I've gotten elytra, and I've gotten a beacon.